Well, the official start of fall is just 2 weeks away, and one thing many people may not think about during this time with football and volleyball is lawn care. Many lawns throughout the area have been damaged due to the long, hot summer. So this afternoon for our midday moment, we have Rick Pleggenkuhle with the Iowa State University Extension in to get a few tips and ideas how to get our lawns looking green again. Rick, thanks for coming in today.
Yes, thanks for having me.
All right, so first in the fall now, what are a few general tips or ideas to, get our grass looking green?
Okay, well, a big thing is to use a fertilizer. Go ahead and spray about a third of your fertilizer down, or actually 2/3 of your fertilizer in the fall. So what that is try to find a fertilizer that has nitrogen in it and use about 1 pound per 1,000 square feet.
Okay, well that sounds...
Yeah, so that'll help out, get your grass growing again and looking healthy.
We talk about getting your grass looking healthy. For those of us who had our lawns damaged, maybe, they're looking a little brown.
Yes.
What are some ways that we can try to fix that, for maybe when next spring rolls around, it's looking good again?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a big thing is we had quite a bit of a extended period of hot and dry weather this summer, and it's finally turned a little bit cool. And if you haven't been one of those that have gotten some moisture in the last couple weeks, it might be a good idea to go out there and water your lawn in. Kentucky bluegrass is mostly what we have, and it can take about 6 weeks of good, hot, dry weather while it's dormant and still come back in the fall. But if it's been longer than that and you haven't received rain, you might want to get out there and soak it in real well.
What about those people who are kind of sitting inside and they just think, hey, not a big deal. My lawn's dead. That's okay. It'll come back next year. Is there some consequences that could happen?
Yeah, it sure can. Yep. If your lawn isn't looking good right now and you have gotten some rain, you can. Your lawn may need to be reseeded or overseeded, which is I got some grass seed here. It might be wise to go out there and fill in some spots and just to get your lawn looking healthy again. That'll sure help.
Looking at some of these lawns that we have up right now, this brown, dead grass, is that something that you see pretty much throughout North Iowa right now?
Yeah, you can see it pretty much anywhere you drive around, and I think a lot of it in North Iowa you're seeing where it's coming back, and I think most people are going to be okay. But if you haven't, like I said, that's where you want to get out there and water it in, or else, like I said, you may have to, if it hasn't come back and you've gotten some good rain on your grass, you may want to reseed it.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about these things that you have up here today. How important is it? I know you have some grass seed. How beneficial are these things when it comes to your lawn?
Well, they're really beneficial, especially this herbicide here. I got a couple different containers I brought in, and what happens when your lawn doesn't do so well during the summer months, you get a lot of weed pressure because the weeds usually come in lawns a lot more rapidly where it's not a very healthy, vigorous lawn. So these broadleaf herbicides will certainly help. So if you got creeping Charlie, dandelion, other like white clover, it's a really good time of year, the whole month of September and early October, to put these down, and you'll have a really good kill with your weeds. And
these are some of the weeds that you can see here that can penetrate your grass, like you can see on the pictures. Okay, real quick, what's something that's fast and easy that people can do if they don't have a ton of time that would maybe help just a little bit?
I suppose probably putting down your nitrogen, your fertilizer in the fall.
Okay, something like that would be...
Yeah, I think that would probably give you the most bang for your buck.
Okay, Rick, thank you very much for coming in.
Having me.
Be sure to stick with us. Tyler will have one last check at our forecast when we return.